if you wanna get your bonga fish, you better take a walk to the water side. So if you wanna get your bonga fish, you better take a walk to the water side. Can you meet around the water side? Lovely fish, we get them every day. Can you meet around the water side? Lovely fish, we get them every day. So if you wanna get
Hi viewers, it's another edition of Tourism and Culture here on Star Television Network on Channel 21. As always, we talk about issues that has to do with our tourism sector and that of our cultural aspect as a country. We have a very rich culture, not to talk of our beautiful touristic areas. But in today's edition of Tourism and Culture, we're going to look at one key specific area in the tourism sector. That is music tourism. Of course, music as an experience is becoming more and more popular, and the reason why people travel to various parts, to different parts of the world, just to have a feel and a taste of it. We have different types of music, and Sierra Leone is not an exception to the beautiful taste and feel of music. And to get an experience and to feel how music has been transforming the lives of people in Sierra Leone and giving an opportunity for people all over the world to come and see what we have in Sierra Leone, we have with us in the program this hour somebody you know. Well, if you don't know, you might have heard, with a different style of music, with a different taste and a different feel of music. She's not less a person, but Fantasy. Hello, welcome to Tourism and Culture.
Hello, and thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, Fantasy. It's a pleasure having you in the program this afternoon. As we all know, we can't underestimate the power of music when it comes to transforming the lives of people, touching the soul, touching the mind. It's quite incredible. And what we want to see as a country is how we can further use the type of music you sing to get more people from other parts of the world that come in during festivals and just sit, relax, and enjoy what we possess as a country. We have different tribes. So now, let's start to talk. What's your general perception when it comes to music tourism in Sierra Leone? Do you think we're doing much? Do you think Sierra Leone is making progress in terms of really inviting people from other parts of the world to come to Sierra Leone and feel and taste the kind of music we sing?
I don't think we really actually we're doing much, literally, because considering how rich our culture is and how rich our cultural music is, I don't think we're doing anything at all. Basically, I think that's what actually inspired me into doing the kind of music that I'm doing, because I feel like we've got like a beautiful, music. Like, for example, we've got like more than 12 tribes in Sierra Leone, and each of those tribes and languages have their unique sound. And it's so unique that you cannot find it anywhere in the world. It's unique to Sierra Leone, it's unique to us. But it seems like it's dying, literally. And I've been looking at it like, oh my God, like, it's dying and it's so beautiful and people need to hear us. So I was like, okay, you know what? After college, I was like, I'm gonna do music. And when I'm gonna do music, I'm not just gonna do music for people to just dance, but I wanna do the music that will actually preserve our culture, that will preserve our folk music, that also not only preserving it, but also taking it to the world so people could hear it and say, okay, this is Sierra Leone and this is from Sierra Leone and this is beautiful. People need to hear it.
Right. Now you have that kind of an urge. You thought it fit that as a country there is a need for us to feel different. What impact have you been able to make in terms of sending out these messages in the language you're singing, which our viewers will get to hear later on? So what kind of an impact have you been able to make so as to get the attention of people, not only in African countries, but all over the world?
Okay, basically, I think I've made impact, like a very huge impact. Okay, because I started singing in introducing my kind of music in 2013, where I premiered like a video, like it was like it's sort of pop music, but it's basically all of it is like in Korean core. And I shot it in different locations that are rare to Sierra Leone, and it's hard for people to tell like you actually did it in Sierra Leone and that sort of thing. So I feel like as I'm sitting here, I think I'm sitting on top of like 15 awards.
Wow.
Basically.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And when I started, it was basically foreigners. The shows that I have, the gigs that I have, it was just like, I don't want to say white people, you know what I mean? But it's just like foreigners, like were the people that actually, appreciate my music. I started performing for like 2 to 3 years, and then by 2015, when I actually released my fourth single, it was like, okay, so Iranians were like, okay, now she's here, and then they started appreciating my music. And I could tell that, via social media and of course with the local televisions here. And I've got like interviews from international magazines in talking about the kind of music that I'm doing. And so it's actually going far, beyond, not just Africa, but beyond Africa, basically.
Okay, so now the type of music you sing, because we want to see maybe in the near future how, like what we see in other countries, people will come during festivals, they organize to listen to good music and get to understand what we have as a country. Do you see us actually getting on to that point? I believe for now, I might want to do my research later on. We don't have much musicians or artists, doing songs in different languages purely as what we do. So do you see us actually getting onto that point wherein we'll be able to premiere our music industry in a way that it can further bring income into the country and boosting the tourism sector?
Yes, I feel that way because we have 2 festivals in Sierra Leone right now that are really trying, which is the Freetown Music Festival by Tom Cranes, which is Freetown on Court, and then also the Madeng Festival, which for the past 2 to 3 years I've been like a main act for them, and then the Freetown Music Festival and also the Madeng Beach Festival. Those are international festivals because during those festivals these people have journalists from other side of the world, like Europe and America, and also they've got like sometimes they do. I remember the last time I think it was CNN or something, they did a report on Freetown Music Festival, and then also I think there was reporters from Germany or somewhere else for the Madeng Beach Festival and that sort of thing. So yes, I think we're getting that, and when during the festival, after my performances, they get to interview me and say, okay, we love your kind of music, why are you doing this kind of music, we didn't know Sierra Leone had this kind of music and that sort of thing. So it's sort of like refreshing, and there's always like a step, like one step forward. So I'm sure with time we'll definitely get there. We just have to be consistent.
Right now, but let's come to talk about how your music has been able to boost the tourism sector in Sierra Leone. Have you been making that kind of importance when it comes to really working with the Ministry of Tourism? Do you have that kind of a working relationship wherein you guys can collaborate further to see how you can use what you have, and then they come in as partners or as a government body responsible to see what you can do together? And we have 2 major festivals that you just made mention of, but I see the need of expanding to another level. So how has it been like over the years for you as a young Sierra Leonean lady singing this type of music, having the Ministry of Tourism there? How has it been like?
Okay, it's not easy. I tell people it's not easy because if it was it was not easy. It's still not that easy to have, because sometimes you get international people, when they come to Sierra Leone, they know what they want, they know what they're looking for. But sometimes Sierra Leone, what we have, we tend to look at it like, I don't think it's much. I don't think people will appreciate it. But it has been difficult because I do know people at Ministry of Tourism, and I've tried to bring 1 or 2 conversations, and then they were like, wait, we'll get there. So I think it's in the pipeline.
Everything slow.
It's very slow, but I think it's the timing also. And then I think with time it will actually happen, because this year is the year that in as much as that we have the elections and everything, but this is the year that I really want to push out of my comfort zone, out of the Sierra Leone comfort zone, in trying to push people, because right now, as I'm talking here, I have 2 or 3 Sierra Leoneans. Some of, like, one is in Japan and the other in England, America. They really want to take this to another level. They really want to take
Sierra Leone to the world.
Yeah, they really want to take it to another level. So these are people that actually came together. I didn't know they were like, okay, they contacted me like, we've seen what you're doing, we see what you've been doing, and we think you can reach that height if we Sierra Leoneans actually come together and trying to push it, because we believe in you and feel like you can give Sierra Leone that light. So I'm being like very thankful for that, and I believe that by the end of year it's going to be something great.
Now, Fantasy, taking a look at the Western world pattern, you know, actually diving into our own culture, there's been this perception, or whether it's factual. So many people are of the belief that well, Sierra Leoneans, we have forgotten a bit about our culture. We focus a lot on the Western world, what they do. Even when it comes to our movies, most of what we do is largely connected with the Nigerians, and there has been this discussion going on. But being that you are doing this, which is quite unique, it's very, very unique, do you think, you know, people are appreciating what you do when it comes to Sierra Leoneans, the communities you get involved with? Do you think people are really appreciating your type of music?
I think they are, but it's slow. But again, I don't blame them, because people will not associate themselves with something they don't know about.
Exactly.
They don't know about. Seriously, because in as much as like when we go to school, our subject or whatever, our syllabus or whatever we're doing in school don't teach us that much about our culture. And then again, we don't have people or, you know, places that people will go and actually learn about our culture. And so I took interest in Sierra Leonean culture. I took interest in doing research about my country and everything, not in school, but because it's something I feel like, okay, this is not happening, and I think I need to do this. And then I found myself around, you know, I started asking questions, I started asking my mom, I started asking my aunts, I started asking my uncle and everything. So I found interest in it. But sometimes I don't blame people that they will not get involved with something or believe in something they don't know about. You have to take it to them. So far, when I take it to them and people get to see it, people get to interact with people get to listen to my music. Sometimes when I go on radio, they listen to music like, we thought it's not Sierra Leonean music, we thought it was a Malian music. I was like, it's a Sierra Leonean music. Like, oh, I think we like it, we like the sound of it. We don't know what it's saying, but we sort of like it. So, you know, when you take it to the people, they definitely will like it. And sometimes when they look at you, they go, sometimes when, you know, people say, I don't see myself wearing Africana and that sort of thing. I said, you don't see yourself wearing some type of Africana because maybe the design or something. Yeah. But everything odd and that sort of thing. But the way I do my stuff, and you know, I've got like Africana t-shirts, African, you know, I get like the sneakers, I get the slippers, and when you say, you go like, it's unique. I think I want it. So sometimes when you want to, especially when you want to appeal to our generation and young people basically, and you want them to believe in what you're doing, you have to take it to their level, make it, expand it in a way that they could actually understand and relate to it. Then they'll get interest.
Now, I see you have beautiful dreadlocks. It's quite amazing. It looks Jamaican, it looks African, it looks Sierra Leonean. You have beautiful dreadlocks. So
Thank
what
you.
inspired this? Is it you got this inspiration because you really want to sell out your culture in a way that people could actually feel it, or make yourself a bit unique so that you can have a different feeling or capture that kind of an attention? Oh, this one is for Africa. This one represents Africa. So where did this beautiful inspiration came from? It's unique, it's beautiful. I've seen something like this before.
I think it's a bit of everything you've just said.
Okay.
And I've got a lot of hair. Like when I was going to school, and that was something my hair goes so fast. It's crazy. But I don't like braids. I think it's hot and that sort of thing. And I was like, okay, I need to do something with my hair that would actually not hurt my head, but also will represent Africa, and something that was unique, that will be unique and distinct. And when you see it, you go like, that's Africa, that's Sierra Leone, and that's her. So I decided, I was like, okay, you know what? if you're going to love me for my hair. You know, love it the way it is, and I don't have to do anything extraordinary and that sort. So I just want to be me. And when you see me, you see Sierra Leone, you see Africa, and of course you see Fantasy Wiz.
Thank you very much. She is Fantasy Wiz. Well, if you just tuned in, this is Tourism and Culture here on Star Television Network on Channel 21. As always, in Tourism and Culture, we talk about our touristic aspect in Sierra Leone. We talk about our beautiful and unique culture, all what we have, and we shall be bringing you more and more of this. We shall be looking at different aspects, but in today's edition we're looking at at music tourism and how we can use music to better sell Sierra Leone out to the world. We've seen in other countries where people come on festival just to have a feel and have a taste of a type of music countries do sing. And in today's program we have with us Fantasy Wiz. Fantasy Wiz has a special way of singing. She has her own style, and all what she wants to do is sell Sierra Leone. And we're going to have a feel of this. She's going to give us a song, right? I told her she's going to give us a song.
Yeah.
So you can actually feel what we've been talking about and why it is important as a country we sell out these types of qualities, because it's very, very important. That's it. You want to give us something? I want to dance.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorites, and it's especially
what language?
Kuranko.
And you can sing in Kuranko and
Kuranko, Fula, Madingo.
Oh,
And of course, yeah.
you have to have a feel of everything.
So
I love Fulas.
I love Fulas. Okay, so
I'm a Madingo, by the way.
yeah, of course. Priscilla, yeah, I was like, she got to be Madingo.
So we start with the Kuranko, your favorite song, and then we can go to Madingo, and then we can have a taste of the Fulas.
Okay, so I'll do the first one. I'll do it like a blend of Kuranko and then Madingo, and then they say
Oh, that is so nice. So what are you actually trying to say? Because I just keep hearing you saying.
The first one was is about relationships, like violence against women, and like when you get into relationship and that sort of thing, you never for 1 second thought that it's going to be violence, but at the end of the day, you know, it get violence, you get lonely, and everything just crash. And then the fuller song that I did is a naughty song kind of. So it's a make her go inside and I say, no, I'm not going to land, and I pull Jamil, you know, you give me money and I say I'll go inside.
That is so unique. That is so unique. That is so unique. So tell me what excitement does it actually bring to you, knowing that there are times you sing and some people that actually understand, and you have to come back and start explaining to them, well, this is what I just sang in my culture, or this is what I just sang in my language. So what excitement it brings you as a person?
It's just like I'm in a zone, and it's so like I'm like it's amazing, because there's a word I call like amazing instead of it's like oh, and it's amazing too. So it's you know when you get people like that saying like, you know, looking at you like, what is she saying?
Have a concentration.
Yes, and then what you say, and then I get to explain what I'm saying. They go like, oh, so that's what you say. And it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling actually to get people understand something they actually wanted to understand, and at the end of the day you make them actually have that feeling of, okay, now I understand what she's saying. So it's an amazing feeling.
Oh yes, and I think it's good for our country, because out of what you've just explained, keeping people in suspense, they don't know what you're singing, they don't know what you're saying. At the end of the day, they just come back and ask you, oh my God, what were you saying? and then you try to explain, well, this, oh really? So that's just what you just sang.
Yeah.
And they thought it fit that I must go and bring my friend who is somewhere, and he must say this, she must say this. So this is what we're talking about. No, but now, fantasy, we don't have so many we have young upcoming artists in Sierra Leone, but we don't see them actually towing the line you have actually found yourself in today, and that is what we want to see. We want to have more fantasy ways in Sierra Leone, like people that can be like, I got inspired because of I saw fantasy doing this, and I think I can speak my own local language. I can speak Timini, I can speak Mende, I can speak Loko, Fula, and I think I want to do something in my own tribe exclusively, no other. So
I think
what
it's
are you
happening.
doing in that light?
I think it's happening because then I get right now I just put like the collaborations 2018 collaboration on hold because I've got like a lot of people who want to do songs with me. Like, I just want to do a song with you.
In their own language?
Yeah. Sometimes they go like, I don't speak my language, but I will ask someone so they could tell me, and then I could rap or sing in it, and then we blend it together and see how it happens. And so I get people that be like, oh my God, like you inspire me to actually start singing, and not just start singing, but start singing something authentic and something that will actually tell my country or my tribe or my town or where I'm from. So it's sort of like refreshing, and whenever people come to me with that, I just smile. I was like, okay, it's gonna happen. We're definitely gonna happen.
So as we're about to round up, how do we boost music tourism in Sierra? How do we go about it? What are the steps we need to follow? What more do we need to do as a country to boost music tourism in Sierra Leone? We have Madang, we have Freetown something, but we need more of that. We need it more often. We need it more unique. We need it more grand. Wherein it will shake the country. So many people get interested. How do we get to that point? What do we have to do as a country?
Okay. Now we have platforms that it's up to us how to use it. For example, we have Star TV. It's international because you've got the website, you've got the app, we've got AYV, and of course we've got like social media,
Facebook,
like
WhatsApp,
and we've got YouTube channels. It's up to us to gather the songs that has to do with Sierra Leone, the songs that has to, that speak our culture, that speaks our language, put it to people that this is from Sierra Leone. Push it. Sometimes consistent. Sometimes when you hear a song once, you don't get to relate to it just because you don't understand it or anything, but consistent. When you play it once, twice, thrice, and then people get to say, oh, okay. And then people, it burns in their brain, like it's there, like they keep hearing it, and then there's no way they could actually part from it. So I feel like we could actually make use of our TV station, our social media handles, our YouTube channel, and try to push it, because that's the way other people actually try, push their stuff.
Now let's talk about the young generation when it comes to maintaining our culture. You've outlined, as we agreed, as both of us agreed, that we have some interference when it comes to maintaining our culture as a nation. So what would be your advice to the young generation in terms of maintaining our culture, trying to find out what is it that we have as a country? What are our own qualities? What are our own uniqueness? What is our own value as a country that we must uphold, we must maintain? What would be your advice to the young generation?
What I used to say, and I always say this, each family definitely have an older person.
Yeah.
You find time, or ask 1 or 2 questions every day about your family background, about your family line, or about your country, or about your town, about where you're from, and go back. Let us just go back, because there's a saying in Korea: if you don't know how you come out, you don't know how you go, you'll be lost. And something that makes us unique is our culture and tradition. And if we feel like we want to part away from it, then we're lost.
By the way, you have a beautiful dress on. So
Gara?
Yes. So this is Gara.
Yes.
And it's made from.
This is It's unique to Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a Garatai dye. It's made up from different inks, and of course, this is Ronko, which is unique to Kwenadulu districts and Koranko Madingo Yalunka, basically. And it's going extinct now because the people that are making it, they're not making it anymore because they feel like people are not actually buying it.
They're not interested.
Yeah, and that sort of thing.
And it's so nice.
Yeah, it's so authentic. And then you get this from the back of the tree, this coloring and everything. Even the black one is from, and all these designs and everything, they all mean everything. They all mean something. So I think it's very, very unique. And this is, when you say Sierra Leone material, this is one of it. This is Runko.
These are treasures.
Yeah, these are treasures. And then the only people that get to wear it often are royalties. Yes. And also this is the Garata dye, which is very much unique from Sierra Leone. I think if we Sierra Leoneans start going in for Garata dye and the Dwonko and everything, it will definitely not go extinct, and then the people will not go out of market.
Thank you so much, Fantasy. I know you have a message for viewers. You know, we shall be having you in other editions of the program. I believe we have lots and lots to talk about when it comes to boosting the tourism sector in terms of getting it international, getting people to come on board and see what we have as a country. We have a responsibility. We shall be having you in subsequent edition of the program. Of course, you shall show us next time how you do perform.
Okay.
How you do perform, the type of music you sing.
No problem.
And we'll see the need to get other people that can do live band, because these are all what we have as a country.
Indeed.
And we need to make use of it.
Indeed.
Maybe you have a message for viewers?
Sierra Leone, am I opportune to say it in Creole?
Yes, you are.
Okay, I want to talk to Salon people then. You know, we get this saying in Creole, say if you don't know how you come out, you don't know how you go. The culture and tradition, it make we Sierra Leone people, it make we Sierra Leoneans. When we go out of Sierra Leone, it will make we unique and stand out. If you know Sabi, ask your granny. If your granny know they, ask your auntie. If your auntie know they, ask your uncle. One person must stay in your family. We go get story or history or something we go teach you about your background, your family tree, your background, your town where you come on, or the village where you come on, or something. Let we be curious and ask questions. Now only when we ask questions, we go Sabi, because with culture and tradition, and make it that we be.
Indeed. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure having you in tourism and culture. I hope to have you in subsequent edition of the program.
Looking forward to it.
Well, yes, she is Fantasy with Kamara. She's well known. Indeed, she is an artist or musician, which is which?
Well, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
She's an activist as well. She's an activist as well. She's an activist for women and girls empowerment. She has a special kind of way she sings, which has to do with our culture, and we hope to have her in subsequent edition of the program. And we shall bring you more of people in the music industry that have been doing extremely well, and how we can use music, special kind of music. I mean, the next time we'll look at live band, we shall look at how, you know, different tribes do prepare food. You won't afford to miss that. It's Tourism and Culture on Star Television Network on Channel 21. The program comes up every Friday at 4 to 5, and if you happen to miss it, you shall have a repeat broadcast on Sunday. Till then, when the program shall return, I have been your presenter, Adamasila, saying tata. You do have a lovely day. Keep watching Star TV and stay fit. Bye bye.
Around the water side, I love the fish, we get them every day. Jimmy, around the water side, love the fish, we get them every day. So if you